Okay, on the timer. And we're off. Yeah, we're not off. We're not off. Let's see here. There we go. Clock has started. Clock has started. Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. Had to start the clock here because that's what I had to do. This is Peru. Looks like Julie Hogan's here. Peru at Northeastern Clinton. It's the I think today eighth day. I didn't record yesterday. Yesterday we had the storm come through on the 7th on Monday. Turned out to be just rain, but forecast said all kinds of nasty stuff was possible. So to err on the side of safety, the outdoor events were canceled throughout the North Country. So I didn't record any Monday, the October 7th games. So our calendar, which is already crowded, just got a little more crowded as that was rescheduled to later this week. I'll have to figure out whether I'm going to cover that one or something else or both or whatever. And this is a Tuesday, temperature 59 degrees when I shut my vehicle off. It's Peru varsity at Northeastern Clinton. Joe Southwick will be here. Hopefully not too far into the game, but it's a 4:30 start. Peru continues at the girls level. This year we had the first ever boys game under the lights in the regular season here from Peru. After 20 some odd years of Cougars having lights. The Peru boys agreed finally to play a 6:30 game. Peru girls have never done it, to my recollection. They're the only school in Clinton County that can say that. You can understand if it was a Tupper Lake or Saranac Lake or teams that had a real long drive. But Peru has just refused over the years to play a 6:30 game at Northeastern. They'll play at Saranac, they'll play at PHS, but they won't play at Northeastern Clinton. So, with that said, forward Tim Supernaz, Cougars. Now Kaylee Sample is number 1, Ashley Boer is number 2, Alexis Sorrell is 3, Taylor Rabidou 5, Paige Dominic 6, Andre Labar, Andre Boer is 7, Michaela McDonough is 8, Lauren Dubé is 10, corner kick coming up for the Indians. Shauna Barkley 12, Lexi Perro 13, Peyton Sample 14, Jenna LaValle, here's a corner. And it's going to be another corner. Jenna LaValle 15, Shaylin Rowell 16, Darian Carey 17, Madison Bolsheman 18, Maddie Tucker 19, Emily Sample 20, Tucker's 19, Sample 20, Katie Matot 21, Tiana LeDuc 22, Chelsea Menard 23, Rachel Sylvester 24, Christina Paola is your keeper. For Tom Harrigan's team, Kristen Houle is number 1, Emily Phillips 2, Sam Spear 3, Lindsay Bushy is 4. She was kind of halfway crossed off, so I'm thinking she might be on the injured list. Lindsay Brown 5, Anna Hogan was also kind of scratched out for the list. She's number 6. And is that her? 6. Yeah, I don't know why she was highlighted there. Maybe it was a captain or something. So I'm glad I wrote her and Bushy's name down. Rachel Sheldrick is 7. And they got 8, Lydia Breslin. Kara Barber is 10, Maddie Flynn 11, Katie Uliva is 12, Kelly Neenan is 14, and ball's out here in the corner. As a shot, it's going to go right to the keeper, Larson. Neenan is 14, Amanda Laporte 17, Erin Backless is 18, Emily Lawless 19, Michaela Canoza is 20, Brittany Miner 22, Kaylee Rock 23, Emily Larson the keeper. Tom Harrigan is assisted by Susan Jackstad or Jackstad, depending on her pronunciation. I'm guessing Jackstad. Referees, it looks like Jim Caron and Todd Lambert, otherwise known as Lambert. That'll be a goal kick. We are 6 minutes into the game, and then they'll score. Both teams are in around that 500 mark, so this is the game that both teams have to win here. Obviously, if they don't tie, one of them will win it. But if you're going to get above 500, you need to beat the teams that are in that area too. So this is the type of team that both teams have to beat. So their opponent, whoever it happens to be here, either Northeastern or Peru. Cougar throw. Temperature was in the mid-70s yesterday. It's cooled down today, but no rain in the foreseeable forecast. And relatively good weather, 60s through the week. So we'll gladly take that for early to mid-October. Blue throw. Yep, going there by number 7, Sheldrick. And we got number 10, Barber with the throw. Now we have Bushy. Bushy started her career with the Seton Catholic as a youngster, just an 8th grader, as I recall. And then the following year, she and her sister or sisters started playing for their hometown, Peru. But the Bushies have been a formidable force over the past 4 or 5 years in local soccer. And speaking of formidable forces, Tom Harrigan was coach for the Indians, was one of the most talented players to play in our area. I don't think he ever played as a high school. I think he moved into the area just at the end of his high school career. But he played some men's league and played at upper levels along the East Coast one time or another. That's going to be offside a bit. No, it can't be an offside. It must be a handball or something on the Cougars. Well, it could have been an offside. Gives the ball to the Indians. Ball goes out of bounds, be blue throw. It's Bushy. Ortiz is one of the samples. Indians send it to midfield. Whoops. Trying to hold our tripod with one hand and camera with the other. 19 is Tucker. Look over to the wing to Menard, I think. Up the wing, Cougars on the attack, but Indians get there. Ooh, nice move. The side of the net, that was 21 Matat with the shot. I should mention Tim Matat, he's Tim Supernaz, right-hand man. So with 11 minutes gone, we're still scoreless here in this first half. Matat up to 18, taken away by the Indians. And we'll have a blue sub. Number 8 is Greslin. There's Barber. And the through pass. LeDuc turns it. Barber gets it back. Taken away by Rao to midfield. And we got Doobie for the Cougars. Rao will take the throw. Bushy. To 19 Lawless, taken back. And sent forward by Minor. Blue throw. Headed. While we are here, well, actually, toward the end of the time while we are here, at 6 p.m., the B team, Joey Trombley and Joey Choir Boy, the Choir Boy Trombley, and Joe the Fish Poisson, will be covering Chazy versus Lake Placid girls. When I leave here, I'll be heading for the Champlain Town Board meeting. Otherwise, I'd be heading for that Chazy game to join those guys. But I have other things to do tonight, so we'll head toward the Town Board. Put into play by McDonough. Up the wing. Indians collided with each other. Went into the 6-yard line. Up into the air, and it's grabbed by Larson. A little bit of color in the trees. A nice little patch of color right there. One of the things we feared yesterday was with those forecast was for very high winds and hard driving rain. We thought we'd end up losing most of our leaves, but it didn't work out that way. We had some wind overnight on Sunday night, but Although we lost a lot of leaves, there's still a lot more color out there. Bushy, short pass. Whoa! Failed a bump to the ground there by Sheldrick. Cougars are questioning the contact. Goalie goes back under can. You have to wonder how much contact it was. Refs are supposed to be protecting the keeper a little bit. Use your head, says Tom Harrigan. He's not just talking about thinking about what you're doing, but to actually physically use your head. Here's a goal kick. McDonough taking it. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. If you're watching this, we need your support to keep this programming coming. Carried out by Sample. And sent down the field. Doobie was trying to get a little room there. Well, comes to Tucker. Pass back. What was that? 13 is Peru. Subs in for the Cougars. .22:40 showing here in the first half, scoreless. Peru at Northeastern Clinton. Whoa. Both back on their feet. Rao limping now. Barber seems to be okay. Ball's in the box. High lofter goes over the top of the bar. Who was that? I'm assuming it was Tucker taking the shot. Nice evening for soccer. 17, that's Laporte, I think. Yep, Laporte clearing it out. White throw. Picked by Dominic. There comes Barber again. That'll be out. Throw comes to Tucker. That was Ware with the throw. Now it's Rao with the throw. Up to the front line. There's a shot. Going to go over the top. Matot with the shot. Just a little high. Those are dangerous shots right there. It's a good area to be blasting away. Approaching the 20-minute mark as they set the ball for the goal kick. It'll be set by number 3, Spear. And Spear will take the goal kick. Blue. Throw. Bushy. We'll take it. Come the Indians. To 16. With a 6, excuse me. And 16 Rao. That 16 Rao? Well, it's Boyer there. Who? Rao back there? Yeah. And McDonough will take it. Subs coming in. Ref switch ends. Who's going to take it? There's the kick by Sample. And the Cougars will bring it up. Sample comes through with it. Bushy takes Sample down. Puts it in. Just in that corner. A seeing eye shot from Bushy. I gotta stop. Oops, I gotta put the score up on the board too, I guess. I have to stop the clock. I gotta put the score up on the scoreboard. And picked up by the keeper. I'm going to widen up my picture here and see if I can figure out how to put a score up on the scoreboard for the visitors. Otherwise they'll be hollering at us. I'm the only us up here. Alright. Fortunately they didn't score that time when I was putting the time up, score up. There's another shot and it's on the side. That's on the side. So unofficially here, 16:28. I think our time is close enough that the refs will allow it. I was late in starting it in the start of the game and late in stopping it after the goal, so maybe it balanced out. White throw. This will be Dominic. There's that. Tucker back to Dominic. Here's McDonough, who's moved up. Taken by Neenan, sent up to Boyer. Boyer again. Subs for both teams. 15.5 showing on the clock. 3 subs in for the Cougars, 1 for Peru. And who's with the throw here? Dominic with the throw. Matat sends it up. Matat gives way. Here's a shot right on net by Jenna LaValle. LaValle aimed it right at her. Cougar throw. Whoa, handballs. Here we go. Oh, Matat kicks it right to her. Matat kicked it right to Larson. What's the matter with these guys? That is wide. Kicked by Leduc. Up for McDonough. Taken away by Laporte. And camera dropped down on me here. Maybe Cougar throw at Peru. Yeah. It looks like Sample goes out. It'll be Greslin with a, no, Greslin gave way, or is it Greslin? No, she gave way to somebody else. Looks like number 2, Phillips. 13-21 in the first half, 1-0 Peru. October 8th, 10-8-13. McDonough. And Payola picks it up. Sends it to the midfield circle. And Cougars will try to clear it. Have Bushy over there to help Barber. McDonough trying to clear it. I have a whistle. Handball, I guess. Handball went way down the field here. We're at 12 minutes right now in the first half. 1-0. Peru leading Northeastern Clinton. Duke sets it. And McDonough will take it. Ball comes up the field to Matat. Matat sends it into the corner, get it away from Lawless. It's going to go off the end line. That'll be ruled a goal kick, and we'll have a sub in for the Cougars. Like they're tossing kids over there. Like a little parental guidance might be needed on that direction, huh? Here comes Peru. It's going to be in the back of the net. White throw. On in by Matat. That was LaValle on the attack. Offside. 10 minutes. We've just crossed the 10-minute mark. Cougar throw, Leduc will take it. Leduc. Back and forth. Tucker sends it. He's going to go out. Thrown in by Lawless. Headed by Leduc. Chip forward by Matat, but a little too much on it. And it turns into an easy play for Larson. Rao gets a body on it. Rao gets a foot on it. Rao squirts it between the legs of Barber, and it goes off Barber. It's a Cougar throw, and looks like it went off Sorrell. White throw. Headed by Sample, Aaron Sample. Here's Matat, a little left-footed soft shot. 8:13 to go in the first half. The Cougar throw, McDonough. Bushy trying to penetrate. Here's Lawless. Where's the ball? Whoops. I was looking at my sheet, and all of a sudden the ball's in front of the net there. Can't be looking up names, I guess. Can't be running the camera and looking up names. Just doesn't work out, especially when the ball's down in front of the net. That's Paola. There's Bushy. Chips it in, and Paola makes a nice stop as Spear was there. Paola's punt. We're down to what, 6.5 to go in the first half. 1-0 Peru on this 8th day of October 2013. Indians throw. Leduc. Sent down the field by Dominic. This is LaValle. LaValle gets it to the 18. And kicked out by Minor. Cougars still on the attack. And broken up by Sample. Sorrell battling with Minor. 5:10 left in the first half. 1-0 Indians. Sorrell with a throw. It's Dominic. Peru. You can see the JV game going on in the background over there. Broken up by Peru. Spear will take the throw. Sample turns it. Under 4 minutes to go. At the 18, there's a chipper. It's going to take an easy bounce to Larson. For 3:46 right now. A white throw. Blue. We got number 1 is in. That's Kaylee Sample. Bushy takes it. White throw. Sample with a throw. Down to the Sample. That'll be blue with 2:43 showing. Matat trying to switch it down. Sorrell. Be ricocheting off blue. Be white throw. No, it's a re-kick. It's a restart. Ball up to the 18. That was Sample that sent it. Here's a shot to the 6. Cleared out by the Indians. Dominic will take the throw. .140 remaining. White throw. Looks like Leduc will come over to take it. Cougar throw. Sample sends it up. There's Matat. Matat trips. And sent down the field by Hogan. 56 seconds. Sample lofts it. Over to Sample. Sorrell now kicked back by the Indians. As Peru. That's taken by Neiman. 28 seconds. Bushy. Still in control of the Indians. Breslin tries to pass it up. Spear will take the throw. 10 seconds. And that'll do it. 2 seconds. And it looks like Joe Southwick has arrived. So at the half, our score is Peru 1, Northeastern Clinton nothing. The next voice you should hear should be that of the voice of Cougar Sports, Mr. Joe Southwick.
I take it we're back on. We're on the air.
We're on the air, Joe.
All right, thank you very much. Calvin Castine did the, I'm sure, a stellar job of keeping everybody informed as to the who's and the what's and the wherefores of the first half of this Northern Soccer League Division I matchup between the visiting Indians of Peru Central School versus the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton. Indians with a 1-0 margin going into the second half on a goal by
By the Indians.
the Indians. Not quite sure who scored it, no?
I can probably remember if I look at the list.
All right, well, that's okay. Anybody who's been watching already knows.
Yeah, they know. One of them girls.
Alrighty, very good.
Well, definitely one of those girls.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. So, anyway, the Indians start off with some offensive pressure here early in the second half, and the ball was finally cleared out of the area by number 14 Peyton Sample for the Cougars. This is Katie Matot pushing one into the center. Tucker pushes it up the right wing and plays a through ball in for LaValle. LaValle with a nice opportunity, but sends it across, and Rabideau gets a shot off with her left foot that kind of skips off her foot and goes wide of the net. So some good ball movement there by the Cougars as they push the ball up the right wing and get a nice crossover for Taylor Rabideau at about 10 yards out. But kind of misfired on the shot. So there's a good offensive spark there. Here's Matot trying to push one in for LaValle, but it's cleared out. That's Lydia Gresslin puts the ball in the center, but it's pushed back out the other way. LaValle has it now in the center. Nice ball there for Matot, but she gets called for the offside. So I see that Coach Supernaw has changed his alignment slightly as Michaela McDonough playing center mid position to see if you can't create a little offensive push. And there she and Lindsay Bushy battle for it in the center of the field. Gets kicked out of bounds, and the Cougars with a throw in. This one goes for LaValle, and it's defended there by Amanda Laporte, excuse me, number 17 on the back line for Coach Harrigan. There's a nice ball in the center that Matot battles for, but the Indians were all over that defensively. Cougars keep it in. Here's LaValle with an opportunity, pushes into the box, and it's she still has it, sends across, but behind everybody. And this is number 10, Kara Barber, will take it down the right side, pushes it down the sideline and out of bounds. Again, it's a Cougar throw-in. And that ball is pushed to an open wing. Peru is the first one to it. Tries to send one up for Rabideau, but it gets cut off. Now it's sent forward, but comes back for Bushy. And little miscommunication on the defensive side of things. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Peru throw-in. That one goes over the head of everyone. Sample's the first one to it. She and Rachel Sheldrick battle for it. Comes out to the top of the box. Bushy with it there, trying to create some space. And she gets whistled for the foul. Ball comes up for Tucker. Tucker tries to send it wide, but it's partially deflected. And now it's punched forward. Matot gives chase. And number 6 on the back line for the Indians is Anna Hogan. She gets taken down and the whistle blows. So the Indians will have a free kick deep in their end. I'm sure you've already mentioned the officials.
You certainly have, but feel free to mention them again.
All right. Well, the officials for the second half of this contest are Mr. Lambert and Mr. Karen, by the looks of things. Cougars now with a trying to sustain some pressure. Are moving the ball down the field. Here's Matat once again. Tries to get a cross in. This is McDonough with it. She puts one into the center. Nice opportunity there, but cleared out by Gresslin. And the Cougars try to keep it in, but number 14 is Kelly Neenan takes it up and sends it to the front, but it's cut off there by Sample. And Sample has it go out of bounds. It'll be a Cougar throw-in. All right, this will be a Indian throw-in. That one goes over the head of everyone, and we'll stay with the Indians. This is Bushy. Sends one into the box, but Sample is there to cut it off and turn it back the other way. And Matat sends it into the back line. Hogan is there, but then it gets popped back. This is number 19 is Emily Lawless with LaValle on her. LaValle wins that battle. There's a nice cross. Matat gets to it, but puts a little bit too much on it and kicks it over top of the net. So good work there by Jenna LaValle to work that ball loose from a couple defenders. Sends the ball in the middle. Matat was well placed. Tried to one-time it and got just a little bit too much of it and hammered it over the top of the net. So, since the first couple minutes of the second half, it's been all Cougars. There's LaValle once again. And she loses the ball, but comes back, and LeDuc will turn around and send it back up the other way. Here's Sample, gives it a big boot. Here's Matat with an opportunity, but good play there by Hogan to come back and slow that play down. And the ball goes out of bounds, but will be a Cougar throw-in. We've got about 9 minutes gone here, just under 9 minutes gone in the second half. Cougars with a bulk of the possession at this point, but nothing to prove for it on the scoreboard. Here's Bushy with it with some space. And she sends one long, but it's cut off there by Tucker. Comes back up for Dominic. And LeDuc sends one up to the front line. LaValle can't settle the ball, but gets it back on the Hogan miscue. This one comes back for Laporte, who clears it back out to the corner. Hogan is there. And that one gets knocked down, but out of bounds, and the Indians will have a throw-in right at midfield. There's Bushy, and she slams that one off of Dominic, but they'll have another throw-in. All right, here's Bushy with it on the right side. She gets some space. There's a nice cross there, but number 10 was Kara Barber, and the ball is in the back of the net. Sorry, I looked down to catch a name and didn't see who scored that goal, but I guess we're going to find out, aren't we?
It was Peru.
It was someone in a blue shirt. Okay.
I think it was from 10, I heard Todd say, but he
Okay.
he was hollering to the other side, so he didn't.
Right.
He's
Well,
not here with us. So
okay, that's fine.
the officials didn't feel obligated to.
I understand.
I don't.
You don't understand?
I don't understand. Oh. Time stood still for a while.
Time stood still. That's okay. We were having a debate over whether or not we should know who scored the goal.
And I suppose Peru will be upset if we don't put it up on the scoreboard.
Well, I don't know. They didn't say who scored the goal. I can't say that it was official. So anyway, at it was probably about 11 minutes into the second half, the Peru Indians get their second goal of the night, and it's kind of a backbreaker for the Cougars because they had certainly had the momentum going in their direction for a good 6 or 7 minutes of that second half, and not able to put anything behind Emily Larson, I guess, is the goalkeeper for the Indians. There's a nice throw. Ball comes to the corner of the box, and it's pushed out in front. Paola got a piece of it, and then Sample was able to corral the loose ball and get rid of it. So here's a ball that comes back into the box, and Paola comes out and scoops that one up. So she will do what she can to get things going in the other direction. Here's Tucker looking to turn. She does, gets it out for Rao. Rao sends one back into the center, but it goes right to Lawless, and Leduc has it. Here's Bushy. There's another shot, and that one, Paola gets a hand on that one and deflects it off the crossbar and picks up the loose ball. And we've got an injury timeout. Alrighty. A little technical difficulty there with the scoreboard.
I should have been recording us trying to get that clock set.
Yeah, that would have been good. No, I don't know. Every time I pushed the 2, a 5 came up.
I know.
Next time I pushed it, an 8 came up.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was a mathematician, I could have figured out. I was advancing by 3, so I would have had to start with a -1.
Yeah, start with a deficit.
Right. All right, so anyway.
I didn't see how she got off the field. So we
I didn't either. So I heard everybody clapping, so that's usually a pretty good thing. So we're back at it here with the Peru Indians leading by a 2-0 score here with 25 and a half minutes to go in the second half. This is Bushy, pushes one forward for Sam Spear, defended by Sample. That one comes back. We've got a whistle on the play, so the Indians will have a restart here on the Cougar side of midfield. And that ball serviced right to the top of the box, headed forward, but Paola was there before any other blue shirts could converge on it. So nice ball there, serviced up by Lindsay Bushy off the head of one of the attackers. Here's Matat. Sends it wide for Menard. Menard pushes it down in the corner. Or towards the corner. And it goes out of bounds and will be a Peru throw-in. That one comes into the center. Menard chucks it towards the goal, but it'll be a two-hopper back to Larson, and she handles that one without a problem. And they'll send it out. This is Greslin. Rao battling with her. And sends it back towards the center. Comes towards the back. 18 is Madison Boschman in the game. And that's a ball pushed forward. That's knocked out of bounds by Peyton Sample. And play will resume. And we'll have an Indian throw in. This is Leduc. Bushy has it. Sends it towards the goal, but it'll go out of bounds. And Cougars will get a goal kick. Looks like the Cougars have scored a goal up on the JV field. Any idea what's going on over there, Calvin? What's the score?
In the JV game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know?
I have trouble remembering what the score is here.
Oh, well, okay. I heard a rumor that it was 2-1, I believe, at halftime, but that was unsubstantiated.
And whose flavor?
In favor of the Cougars. This is number 22 is Brittany Miner. Sends the ball forward for Sheldrick. And that goes out of bounds, so the Indians will have a throw in deep in the Cougar zone. Comes in for Bushy and goes off her head and over the end line. So we're going to have a goal kick. Here's Bushy again. Bushy gets the ball back, takes it to the corner of the box, has some space, and nice low shot to the near post that Paola had a good bead on and made a nice save on that one. It's Lindsay Bushy is a dangerous attacker. Took that ball to the end line, brought it in, and took a good shot, good low hard shot to the near post, but Paola had it played very well and came up with a big stop. Keep the Indians to just a 2-goal lead. Here's Boschman, steps in front of that one, and deflection comes back for Bushy. Bushy has some space, hits by a second defender, now pushes it by Sample, and she's going to go down, and no call there, but Peyton Sample comes away with the ball. Here's Rao. She gets it by a couple of defenders and pushes a nice ball up for LaValle down the left side. LaValle sends a ball that, not sure where that was headed, but it went over the end line. Nonetheless, takes the pressure off of the Christina Paola and the rest of the Cougar defense. So it's been certainly a tale of two parts of this half as the Cougars maintain the pressure in the first 10 minutes the bulk of the first 10 minutes, and then for the last 10 minutes or so, it's been the Indians with the pressure. Sample does something to try to stop that one, but pushes it into the center. And that gives Sheldrick the opportunity to set up the offense. This is Barbara on the left side. Nice play there by Darian Carey to take the ball off her foot. Ball is set up for Matat. Matat with a 3-on-2 situation here. 2-on-3, I should say. And Matat runs quickly with the ball, but it's defended out of bounds there by Hogan. And that will, I'm sorry, that was Laporte, and that will result in a corner kick for the Cougars. So just under 20 minutes to play here in the second half. Cougars with an opportunity as that ball hits the ground, comes back out. This is Rao. She's going to push it back into the box. It's going to go over the head of everybody and come back out for Boschman. Boschman with an opportunity here. Try to beat her way through a couple of defenders, but still has the ball, sends it back for Sample. Sample turns on it and puts a left-footed shot that, or a cross of some sort that didn't really do what she wanted it to do, and that will result in a goal kick for the Indians. Here's Matat working off the mistake, gives it for Sample. Sample has it, pushes it wide, and that's Michaela McDonough over there on the right side. She's works the ball free, sends a nice cross in, but that's a little bit too tight. Comes in for Larson. Larson grabs the ball, loses it briefly, but picks it back up before anything dangerous can happen. Sample working with Bushy, and Emily Sample, and then Bushy gets away from all the Sample crew and then pushes the ball down to the right side for Sheldrick. Sheldrick and Carey working on it. Sheldrick puts a shot on goal that Paola gets her hands on and knocks it down and goes out of bounds, so it'll be a corner kick for the Indians. Nice work there by Rachel Sheldrick to work that ball in tight and once again go for the near post. Christina Paola had it played very well, but knocked the shot down, a good hard shot, and knocked it down, but couldn't keep it from going out of bounds. And that shot by Bushy curved right around, and Paola missed on it completely, and it just did miss that far post. I'm pretty sure that Lindsay Bushy had goal written all over that one. She wasn't looking for anybody to put a header on that. There's a tough shot that's going to find the back of the net. So Lindsay Bushy pounds one in from about 15 yards out, finds herself with a little bit of space, and settled the ball, and one timed it up in the top corner, and that one's going to be tough to stop in anybody's book.
Ready with the time?
Yeah, of course I'm ready with the time. I'm always ready with the time.
I know.
I always have the time.
Yeah, I'll get the time.
All right, so 13 minutes or 23 minutes and 20 seconds into the second half, the Indians go up by a 3-0 score on a nice individual effort by Lindsay Bushy to come up with a loose ball, create some space, and take a shot that very few keepers in this league are going to be able to stop. So we got 16 minutes to play here in the second half, and the Indians with a seemingly comfortable 3-0 lead based on what we've seen from the offensive production of the Cougars so far in this half, anyway. Bushy once again pushes it by defender. There's a tough shot, and that's going to go in. So once again, Lindsay Bushy just finding herself with some open space and beat one or two defenders, and then take the shots from seemingly wherever she would like. That one came from about 20 yards out from a little tougher angle, but beat Paola to the high side and found the back of the net. So 2 goals within a span of a minute puts the Indians up by a 4-goal lead here with 15:40 to play in the second half. And it appears the Indians aren't done yet, but this time Matat takes the ball away, turns around and sends the ball up the sideline, but that will roll out of bounds. And we'll have a Cougar throw in. That one gets pushed forward. Bushy again. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Cougar throw in. Nice work there by Paige Dominic to not give up on the defensive end of things. And the Indians once again gain possession. Cougars do a nice job of defending there, and Dominic sends it out of bounds, but it deflected off of a Peru player, so the ball will come up. Here's Matat trying to send one forward. Does come to the back line, but Hogan is there. Rabideau trying to switch field, sends one over to the right side for the Cougars. Lawless is there, ball goes out of bounds. And the Cougars, or the Cougars, Eagles, Chiefs, somebody. Indians get it back in play quickly, but the Cougars maintain possession. Here's a nice ball for Matat, finds herself in the zone, puts a shot across, and that one was a little bit too sharp of an angle. She defended pretty well there. Did get the shot off, but at a pretty tough angle, and Larson had it played pretty well as the Peru defense was collapsing in on her. 13 and a half minutes to play here in the second half. Here's a nice ball. Lawless is there first. Matat gives chase, does get the ball away from her, and hooks a left-footed shot in that Larson has a pretty good beat on. So the Cougars working on trying to get something offensive going here, but so far haven't had any real grade A scoring opportunities. Have certainly kept the pressure on, but really not able to make a whole lot happen. Here's Bushy again. Sends that one to the right side. This is Sam Spear, but nice play there by Tucker to cut it off, and results in a throw-in for the Indians. Sample cuts that throw in. Here's a nice ball for Matat for LaValle. LaValle trying to push it by Hogan. Hogan is there. LaValle gets it by her. The two of them give a chase. The ball is at the end line. It's kept in. Hogan shields her off the ball and makes a nice move there and sends it off of Jenna LaValle's foot. Results in a throw in for the Indians. All right, another Indian throw in. And we got a whistle on the play. Cougars will have the free kick with just under 11 minutes to play. All right. Once again, the Indians with a throw-in. And it's going to get whistled for the illegal throw, so the Cougars will see if they can't get something moving in the other direction. Let's see, number 1 is Kristen Hoole will be in the contest for Coach Harrigan and the Indians. That one goes out of bounds. Cougar throw in and a bunch of subs. And that ball gets lofted into the zone. Paola comes out, scoops it up as the Indians don't seem to be applying a whole lot of offensive pressure right at the moment. Probably more concentrating on the defensive end of things. Satisfied. And there's a call that goes against the Indians. Here's Sample. Punches it towards the back line. Let's see, we got number 7 is Andy Boyer, and number 1 is Callie Sample in the game on the front line for Coach Supernaw. This is Ashley Boyer, sends it forward. Comes right back the other way. Here's the ever dangerous Lindsay Bushy. Now Michaela McDonough has been moved back to the defensive end of things. She has the ball and it's kicked out of bounds and it will result in a goal kick. Here's Boscheman. A little crowd of people here right at the mid-circle, but ball's pushed back. And this time that's Rachel Sylvester over on the right side. Pushes one down in the corner. Sample gives chase. Number 5 is Lindsey Brown on the defensive end. Kicks it out of bounds, and it'll be a Cougar throw-in with 7:20 to play here in the second half. Here's Menard trying to cross one, but Bushy is back there on defense now for Coach Harrigan, and she sends it back the other way. Sylvester has it, pushes it into the box. Nice play there by Anna Hogan, but she's going to get whistled for the foul. So the Cougars will have a free kick just outside the box with 6:40 to go. Menard takes a shot and hooks it out of bounds, and that opportunity goes by the wayside. So the Indians will have a goal kick and probably will be in no great rush to get it going. Rabideau comes up, cuts off that goal kick. Here's Menard. Sample has it, gives it for Sylvester. A little confusion there, and Bushy steps in and takes control. Tries to push it wide for number 5, I believe that is, Lindsey Brown. And ball goes out of bounds. Nice throw in, goes over the head of number 10 is Kara Barber. Played out of bounds by Revenue. Here's Bushy, pushes one into the box. And that one is loose in the box. Finally played backwards by the Indians, and Cougars take advantage of that and push it out of harm's way. Here's Sample and Alexis Sorrell together in the center. There's a ball that goes down to the right side. Sorrell gives chase along with Brown. Sorrell's the first one to it, and the Cougars will have the ball. Sample pushes one down the right side, but that one goes out of bounds. We're under 5 minutes to play. There's Ashley Boyer gives chase, but knocks it out of bounds. And Indians will throw in. That one comes back for Revenue, who's been positioned on the back line. That'll come back for Bushy. Bushy sends it over for Hool. Skips over her foot. She pushes a pass forward for Barber, but it gets cut off there by Paige Dominic. And Dominic will turn around and send it up. Ball goes out of bounds. Cougars throw in. This is Lauren Doobie in the center. She's going to try to get some space, but Anna Hogan steps in front of her and gets called for the takedown. So the Cougars with a restart. It's a nice ball there that takes a one hop, and it's on the ground, but Larson stayed with it and was able to pick it up before any Cougars could Here's Boschman. Ball gets stolen by Bushy. And she sends it forward. It's cut off there by Dominic. Here's Boyer. Nice pass. Sample. It's a little bit too far out in front of her, and Hogan cuts it off. And she'll turn it around and send it up the sideline and out of bounds. And Cougars throw in. That one goes by Boyer and back into the front. Taylor Rabideau comes up and steps into it, sends the ball towards the back. And Hogan pushes it back the other way. Bushy has it. It loses it. Here's Boschman, tries to push a through pass for Doobie, but again, Hogan cuts that one off. And the ball goes out of bounds. Yeah, there's no way to tell the crowd that there's 2 minutes, but we'll tell the viewers that there's 2 minutes remaining in the contest. We got a whistle on the play, and the Indians will have a restart. Bushy puts a charge into it. Sent back the other way. This is number 22 is Brittany Miner. And that one goes back to Dominic. Here's Sample and Doobie working together, but Bushy cuts off that through pass. Menard trying to do something there. Bushy and the ball gets sent forward. We're at midfield. Indians with possession. Here's a ball that's sent to the to the right side. This is Minor. Minor's going to put a shot on goal. But Paola had that one tracked pretty well. So we're in the final minute of play. That one goes off of Sorrell's foot, and it's sent back the other way. Paola will grab that one before she heads back to her goal, and seeing if she can get something going again this time. Here's Sorrell trying to push one wide. Brown is, no, Sample's going to be there first. And Brown makes a nice defensive play there and takes the ball away, but it rolls out of bounds. We roll in on the last 30 seconds of the contest. Bushy has it, sends one forward. That one's going to go off an Indian player and out of bounds. And we're just about ready to wrap it up here as we got under 10 seconds to play. Sheldrick sends one forward, or Gresslin, I'm sorry. And Paola will come out and kick it away as the horn sounds. So after 80 minutes of play here at Northeastern Clinton Central School on this 8th day of October 2013, the visiting Indians of Peru Central School come away with a 4-0 victory over the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton Central. That's the way it was. We thank you for watching. Hometown Cable. Television worth your support.